my friend, and I borrowed it back so I could demonstrate how to do this. So this is the string from where it hangs. Esta piñata ya se la había dado a una amiga, pero se la pedí para demostrar cómo se abre porque este paso no lo hice. So when you put the string, when you wrap it like you would a box, the string that goes around are under the points, under these arms. Entonces, cuando hice la piñata, a propósito, puse los picos encima del cordón para no cortarlo cuando le abra para poner el dulce. So I know then for a fact that right here in the middle, between the cones, there is no string that I'm going to cut. So now I can cut it. So what I will do, lo que voy a hacer es cortarle así a cruzar con un cuchillo que tenga así como serruchito. Get a knife that has a little bit of a jagged edge, and then just cut across. Cut across, se corta así, cruzado así, and then you cut down, not too far, maybe 1.5 inches or 2 at the most, unas 2 pulgadas a lo más. Ya que está así, lo abres y ya está listo para llenar, because the balloon had already been popped. The balloon is popped once this is hard and it's molded. So now you can take your candy. You can take your candy and put the candy in there. Whatever amount of candy you want. It could have Christmas candy or whatever. Then once it's full, now don't fill it too much, especially if it's a bigger balloon, because it'll be too heavy to pick up when kids are trying to hit it. What you want to do is put just enough for the excitement, and then fix yourself little baggies of Christmas candy. I just usually do a baggie and then pull out like a Christmas ribbon that I have over and tie it with the gold, the yellow, and the green, and the red. So that I have all my Christmas bags so when everybody scrambles to get the piñata, and some kids are crying because they didn't get enough candy like the others, then you say, it's okay, get in line, look, there's more candy for you. And so they all get their little bag. Entonces no se le pone tanto dulce para que no esté tan pesado, ya que los niños corren y agarran todo el dulce de la tierra, del suelo. Si unos están descontentos o llorando, digan, no llores, mira, aquí tengo yo una bolsa. Entonces yo uso bolsas de esas de plástico, de echar los lonches, y uso mis listones de Navidad y les pongo un moñito, y de ahí de mi canasta llena de dulces reparto. Y ya todos quedan conformes. Entonces así es como se abre la piñata. ¿Ok? Voy a ver cuánto más vamos a esperar, o si no sé si tengo que pausar un tantito para que se complete, para que se acabe de cocer el arroz. Yo creo que ya no le falta mucho. Un poquitito más. En lo que esperamos, les voy a enseñar o poner aquí la receta. Voy a tomar el lápiz. So I'm going to show you, while we wait for the rice to be done, I'm going to show you the recipe that I wrote. And I have to do this like after, because a lot of us Latino Mexican moms, we don't measure. We just kind of do things as approximations, a pinch of that, a scoop of that. And so we use our hands to measure. So when I try to put the amounts, I have to like do it backwards, like put it in my hand and then stuff it in pour it in the cup, the measuring cup, so I can tell. So I know that rice was 1 cup, so I just added 1 cup of rice. And then water, I just figured out that I did 6 cups, so I'm going to put 6 cups. Leche, I'm not sure how much milk I'm going to add. It depends on how much rice you have. But I think once we drain it, we just want it enough to have above the rice line, so that if you like the sweet milk along with the rice underneath, you can add, I don't know, I would say maybe 3 cups. We'll see. Now sugar, we used, I think it was 1/4 cup, and we'll see if that's good enough. And if it's not, well, then you can add a little more. Now remember, if you use the condensed milk, you don't add the sugar. Then you have the cinnamon sticks. A trick I learned, I don't know where I learned it, it might have been on one of the YouTube recipes, is that you snap, you break the cinnamon stick, because that releases the fragrance or the taste and the deliciousness of the cinnamon. Cuando pongan la canela, quiébrenla para que suelte el aroma, el calor y la fuerza, el sabor de la canela. No la echen entera, quiébranla. Okay, and so then utensils, as far as I know, I have a saucepan, the mixing spoon, and the strainer. And then I have a ladle. I think it's a little bit easier to serve with a ladle. Entonces, para cocinarlo necesitamos la olla con la tapa, la cuchara para menear y luego el cucharón para servir. Y el colador para colar el arroz cuando saquemos el agua. So then what we did is we boiled the water. Once the water was hot, we added the rice. Then once the rice is done, we're going to drain the water out, and then we're going to add the milk, add the sugar, add the cinnamon, and then let it heat up again. And then you serve it with your favorite pastry or with your favorite cookie. Entonces, ya que se cosa el arroz, se va a exprimir, sacarle el agua, agregarle la leche, que se caliente la leche, y luego se le va a agregar el azúcar, se le va a quebrar la canela, agregarle la canela y dejarle hervir unos 5 a 7 minutos. A ver si es suficiente eso. Okay, cosas opcionales. Some of your optional things that you can do is that you can cook your rice in milk. Maybe that makes it a little bit richer. Pueden hervir el arroz en leche, a lo mejor así les sale más rico. Y luego pueden sustituir, como les dije, la leche fresca con la lechera. So you can substitute the fresh milk with the condensed milk. But remember, if you do that, don't add the additional sugar. So I'm going to put this on Facebook along with this video, so that if you have never done this, then try it. And if you know other ways of doing it, help me so that I can make this better. Like I said, this is my brother's recipe, so I don't make it as good as he does, but I call him because my brother Jaime is he's an amazing cook. So I'm gonna go check. I think my rice is already boiling, so I'm gonna see if it's ready. It might be, because it's really boiling. Let me see. Yes, it is soft. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this here so you can see. I am taking the rice. And I'm going to take my strainer, el colador, y le voy a sacar el agua. Ya que se sale el agua, que se exprime el agua, puede quedar poquita, se vuelve a poner el arroz, se pone otra vez en la estufa, you put it back on the stove, and you're going to add your milk. I don't know how much milk. I'm going to try, let's see, 2 cups. See what that does. Like I say, I don't know. It's about 2 cups. So I add the milk. Maybe I want to add one more because I like it with milk. So I'm going to add another cup and a half. Maybe that much. And now I can add the sugar. Se le agrega el azúcar. Then I can take, remember I told you to break la canela, se quiebra la canela y luego se va a dejar hervir. La tapo un poquito para que hierva y se caliente la leche y luego ya debe de estar lista. Ok, muy bien. A ver cómo sale, a ver si me sale algo de rico como el de mi hermano y el de mi madre, pero le digo, yo no cocinaba mucho porque siempre trabajando, pero ahora que estoy aquí, voy a tratar de cocinar más para compartir con ustedes. Entonces, le voy a menear para que se revuelva el azúcar. No necesita que se caliente mucho porque el arroz ya estaba caliente. Vamos a dejar que la canela suelte su sabor. We're going to let the cinnamon release its flavor and then we can serve. All right. So now I am going to get ready to enjoy my breakfast. This really is my breakfast. That's why I wanted to make it. Se me antojó con el frito de afuera. Espero se haya visto la nieve porque se ve hermoso. Les quiero decir que estos platos son Talavera de Puebla, pintados a mano. Toda mi vitrina está llena de estos regalos que me mandan mis maestras de México. Tengo todo un set para el té con su jarrita y todas sus tazas, sus platos y sus platones y sus cazuelas. Un regalo hermoso que me han hecho, que yo valoro y gozo. Y ahora los empiezo a sacar más para demostrar qué tan lindos están. Ya huele a canela. Vamos a ver que hierva un poquito. Sí, basta. Bueno, le falta un poquito que caliente. Empezar a recoger porque tengo que seguir escribiendo y leyendo, estudiando. Está bien rico el jugo. Pero no más rico que el jugo recién exprimido de Puebla, que es uno de los que me encantan más que nada. Creo que el atolito ya está. Voy a servir. Bueno, aquí está. Vamos a ver cómo salió. Salió rico, más rico que antes. ¿Será porque me dijo mi hermano que hirviera primero el agua y luego la tirara y luego le agregara la leche? Está bien de azúcar, pero hay ustedes, si les gusta con más, pues agréguenle más. Entonces, con un panecito, una galleta, se desayuna bien rico. Bueno, espero les haya gustado. I hope you can make this rice pudding if you haven't made it. I know it's very common in my culture, and lots of people make it. A little different, very similar. But I hope you enjoyed the crafts so that you can start making them with your kids right after Thanksgiving, or now that they're home, maybe for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, or when they're on vacation. Espero les hayan gustado las manualidades. Ahorita aquí en Colorado los niños están de vacaciones y es un buen tiempo para que ellos lo hagan. Voy a subir este video, espero que me haya salido bien, a mi Facebook y a YouTube para que lo gocen. Bueno, cuídense mucho. Stay warm. I'm going to stay warm inside. I might not even take off my nightgown. I got my comfy warm socks, and I'm going to stay in, read and write.